I have been doing 10,000 steps a day now for about a year. So 10,000 steps a day is about 3.5 miles of a leisurely walk. Now let's talk about what difference that has made in my life. I started in August 2024 is when I started doing 10,000 steps a day. I started by just walking my dog. I would just go walk outside in the park. But what really made the difference and made me be really consistent with it was to do walking pad. So I could lift my desk up and I could walk while I do work, while I edit, while I do answer emails, all that stuff. So that made a huge difference because it made me have no excuses. Basically, I think one of the biggest things with fitness or any health stuff is you just have to make yourself have no excuses. And for somebody that's really into fitness, I was always into weightlifting and stuff, but cardio is a new thing that I've been experimenting with because I've always been into fitness like weightlifting, but not cardio. I had no endurance at all. When I started doing 10,000 steps a day, slowly, at first it was really hard, but now walking is just pretty typical. The average American does no walking. The average American, I think, does 3,000 steps a day or something. It's just ridiculous. So just by doing 10,000 steps a day, you are already drastically improving your health. 10,000 steps a day thing is very attainable for most people and probably should do it. And doing 10,000 steps a day is not some unattainable goal. It's actually pretty easy to do. We don't walk as Americans. We go from our desk to do gaming or computer browsing or whatever, to sleep, to then the office, to then sit on a chair, to then go back to this. So you don't do any exercise at all. So even for just somebody that's not some sort of gym rat, it's totally something you should try. How did the 10,000 steps a day affect my health? It's kind of hard to tell for me because I was already a pretty fit person. I was I was into weightlifting. So I didn't have a ton of excess weight to lose, though I imagine that if you are a very sedentary person and you make some even any slight changes to your diet, like cutting out carbs and sugars, and then you add 10,000 steps a day, you'll start losing weight pretty fast. That wasn't really the case for me because I'm already at a healthy weight for my size. I'm 5 feet tall. When you're already closer to your ideal weight, you lose weight much slower. So I didn't really notice those kind of weight loss benefits. What I will say though is, as a short person, doing cardio or doing endurance type activities does give you the little extra wiggle room for a day, for a down day where you don't eat that good or you don't eat that healthy, or maybe you ate excess calories. The extra 200 to 300 calories that you would burn from doing the 10,000 steps a day actually means a lot for us shorties, or for somebody who has a lot of weight to lose, because those extra calories would help. You can't out-exercise a bad diet though, right? So if you're doing 10,000 steps a day but you're having 20 cheeseburgers, you're still going to gain weight. In terms of weight loss and calories, it's just a nice little tool, but it's not the end-all be-all. Where did the 10,000 steps actually shine? Basically awoke me wanting to run. I had never run before. I had no interest in it. I had never run before. I had no interest in it, and I did not like cardio or endurance at all. What started to happen now is that if I would miss a day of the 10,000 steps, which was very rare, but if I did because I was on a trip or something, I would feel pretty awful about it. It made me kind of want in my head to do 3.5 miles daily, no matter what. The way to do it faster is to run, right? The running is what truly did start cutting calories for me. I'm pretty leaned out right now. I have started actually losing 2 pounds a week now because of all the running. So my current routine is that I've been so the walking awoke wanting to run, and then wanting to run awoke wanting to do a 5K, a 5K race, and also wanting to do a half marathon. So now I'm in this brand new pipeline that kind of just happened from the 10,000 steps a day. And then the running kind of awakes wanting to do triathlons and swimming and biking. I'm not there yet because I want to actually do a half marathon first, but I can see the pipeline just kind of keeps going, okay? Because there are days where I'm so sore that I don't want to run, but maybe I could swim kind of thing. So it's kind of like a progressive hobby that is like really healthy for you. So my current running routine now is, well, by baseline, I must do 10,000 steps. Like that's like the bottom of the barrel. Like I was lazy that day. That's a rest day. Like, and so it's funny now because the 10,000 steps a day thing that's a rest day for me. I use a step tracker on my phone. I know it's not necessarily the most accurate. It's like a little bit off. It's not fully. I just use it as a tool to keep me accountable. But a lot of those fitness trackers, especially if you're doing a lot of treadmill, which I do, aren't fully accurate. But it's just a way to kind of track it. I do like 3 easy runs a week, with one of them being kind of like easy but interval. So that means like I actually push myself. If I push myself really hard, I can run a mile under 9 minutes, which is crazy because I never thought I would be able to do that. I know there's some people that are hardcore runners and like that's not crazy to them, but to me it's crazy to be under 9 minutes because I thought it was crazy when I was under 10 minutes. So under 9 minutes now is crazy. That's what I love about running, is that you really see your progression. It's really motivating because it's like an activity that you can actually see the progress week by week, where I feel like a lot of other activities and hobbies, you don't see it as much. Like it's not like a clear trajectory. Now my running split is about 3 workouts. One of them is an interval training, 2 easy runs. An easy run basically means that you're in zone 2 heart rate, which means that you can hold a conversation while running, which is really truly just a jog, but I don't know why we don't refer to it as a jog. We call it zone 2 training. I don't have an Apple Watch or a way to track my zone 2, so the way that I track that I'm in zone 2 is just that I can talk and that I don't have to breathe out of my mouth. So meaning I could just breathe normally, like that, and as long as you can do that and you're just breathing normally and you could theoretically talk without being out of breath, then that's zone 2. At the beginning, the zone 2 thing will be like basically walking, but that increases till eventually you can be in zone 2 while going pretty fast. I'm not there yet, but I intend to be there. Those 3 runs, and then I do a 4th run that typically takes place on Saturdays or Fridays so that I can recover from it. And that's where I try to do like 8 to 10 miles. For that, I'll try to do it at also like a zone 2 pace, because you kind of have to be in zone 2 to do it that long. So that's how the 10,000 steps thing kind of changed my life a little bit, because now it awoke all these other hobbies that are good for you. And I think there's something, I'm also getting into calisthenics, but I think I need to shed a little bit of weight right now because I'm still not able to do a pull-up. The pipeline of doing the 10,000 steps to like all these endurance sports and calisthenics, that's kind of been like a clear through line. And so it's kind of changed the trajectory of my workouts and what I deem healthy. I actually think that I feel healthier right now with all the cardio than I did with doing the weightlifting, because with weightlifting, you don't look or feel optimally the best. You kind of sometimes feel a little sluggish because you have to eat like a lot of kind of protein, chicken, stuff like that. Not that you don't while you're doing endurance, but it's like a little bit different. In order to truly be strong, like you're not as athletic and lean. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel really great right now with all the running, and I feel like, I don't know, if I'm getting chased or something, I can like actually run away. But I probably feel physically the best that I've felt currently in this state. Yeah, I intend to continue it and see how it goes. Make sure you follow along, because that's kind of what I'm making this channel about, is just my incessant need to hobby hop.